Hello, this is Lance Cleveland, creator of Store Locator Plus. Today I'm going over the updates in Store Locator Plus version 4.4.30 that was released today. So the big change in this release is work that helps us progress towards better internationalization and localization of the product with less issues. So one of the design issues in the architecture of the plugin was how add-on packs and even the base plugin sets different strings and editable sections of the code to allow us to connect different pieces on these add-in panels like this group here for tag along. So what was happening for users that were running the site in anything besides English is this panel would not show up on some languages if you, for example, ran a site in German and the German translation file was not complete using something like Loco Translate, for example, to create the PO and MO files. If that file was not up to date with the latest revision of Store Locator Plus or Tagalong or Pages, then the language file might be missing a text string, the actual translation string, and not attach it to the product, which means this entire box would not appear in the product. So with version 4.4.30, I've created a new system that uses something called slugs. It's completely language agnostic. It doesn't use the language or the actual translation text to build this panel. So it's a better design and architecture. So for the first couple of releases, we may see some issues with it, still a problem, but the entire product's going to be converted to use slugs so that we don't start dropping off settings just because your language file in German is not up to date. It will just show the panel. It might show up in English as a default if that translation is not up to date, but it appears. So that's really the big change. It has been fully tested with all the add-on packs, and we're not seeing any abnormal side effects to changing to the slug-based system. So that will be a good thing going forward. So some of the other changes, and by the way, this is a list of all the code edits and commits that were done in the past couple of weeks, so you can see how much work goes into even a minor release like this. But other changes were behind the scenes performance changes, dropping some options that are no longer used by add-on packs that haven't been used since version 2. So that will release some memory, make it run a little bit faster. So some of those things have been dropped. And also we have an update to the German translation file. Speaking of updates and languages, so that was sent by Frank Group. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So that's what's in 4.4.30. No major functional changes. It is really behind the scenes change to help us better support international customers. And hopefully that will also pave the way to a rework of WPML integration, which we're hoping to get underway here in the next few weeks. So that's it. As always, thank you for supporting Store Locator Plus.